you know, your targeting is going to be more consistent. You're going to hit what you're aiming at. Okay, so that's what you should be concentrating on. I don't care what anybody says. Your release doesn't need work. Okay? Get your approach down pat, and then if it needs to change, then we'll change it. Well, why change it before then? Let's see what we can do. Just getting your natural approach. I mean, you can see it. That what you're doing there, all that work that you're doing. Let me see if this is all that work you're doing. It's just getting you to do the same thing anyway. So you want to do that better? Yeah. Okay. But which would you rather do that better, but still have the same approach where you can't hit the same place twice? Or would you rather throw it like this and actually be able to hit what you're aiming at more consistently? If you were to pick one or the other, which would it be? There you go. That ball's going to strike if you put it in the pocket, right? Okay. So start thinking about your approach. You got to start thinking about how you're getting to the line. Okay. So go ahead and do a couple more, and we'll work on it. Don't try to overthrow it. Let the ball roll off your hand, nice and smooth. Don't throw it. Don't chuck it. Tom? Don't worry about it. The reason why you came out top of it is when you hit the line, you're out of position. I guarantee you. If you just concentrate on being consistent line, and then when you get here, just let that ball kind of roll here and not try to. If you can just let it roll here, roll to your target, okay, that ball is you're not gonna go over the top. Because if I'm releasing it here, the ball gets off your hand before it gets over here. So even if my hand goes this way, the ball's already off my hand. It doesn't matter. That's the beauty of it all. Yeah, did you top the ball? Yeah, maybe you did. But that's because you release it more here. So when your hand's over the top, you're topping the ball. But if you release it more in here, you can't top the ball. Okay? Don't worry about what your release does. Worry about how you feel when you get to line, sliding into the line, and then letting the ball roll off your hand. Okay? The key is to get your slide leg, even if you don't slide, out in front of you and letting that ball roll from here to here. Okay? Go ahead and try. Get that leg out in front of you so you can project the ball in the direction that you want it to go. Okay?
Here on the back half, when I got to the line, I hesitated. I don't know.
You're fine. You're just too far left. These lanes are tighter than they normally are. Move yourself about 3 boards right. Try to throw it the same way. You see the overall pace of that? If you can just learn to do that, your average is going to go up. I guarantee it. And if anybody has you work on your release, just stop. I mean, act like you're going through the motions, but I'm telling you, that's not the important part. You turn the ball well enough. I mean, we'll revisit that statement 5 months from now. But I'm telling you, I want you to bowl 200 first, and then we can work on 220. Huh? It's all right. But you see how the ball makes it smooth. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna get a little bit faster here and let that ball swing by its own momentum, and then you let the ball drop. Okay. So what you're gonna do is like on your first step, um, make sure you and just keep going. So you get it here, let it drop, and then it gets to the top and then keeps going. Okay? It smells good. Uh, you're killing me. Just keep going. And do me a favor, don't critique every ball. Do not critique every ball.
It's just a habit.
Okay? Do not critique every ball. Just don't do it. I know, but you need to just get out of that habit. Get out of the habit, Tabby. Do not critique every ball. So let's say that, okay, so we can agree that your ball's going really slow right now. Okay, let's say that you get used to throwing it like this, right? And then we just get you to throw it faster. So what you see what that would do, right? Your ball would get down lane and ball would have enough on it for it to strike. Right? Okay. So let's look at the push away. See how it's kind of just kind of, okay, get it forward and go. Ready? Go. Now remember, you got to release it down behind your calf. Did you feel how that got a little faster? Because really it should be, once you get started, everything should stay the same. So it should be okay. Everything just keep going. But a lot of times people are like this. They go through the motion, but it's like you have to just let it go. Let that shoulder open up. You let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Just keep going. Keep going. There you go. Much better. So you see how that one actually got down lane a little bit more. So go 2-1 left and do the same thing. See, a lot of times I see you trying to throw the ball harder with your arm, and that causes you to grab it. So he says, oh, I just can't get it off my thumb. Well, you're trying to throw it hard, plus you're trying to get out of the ball. You can't do two things at once. Not consistently. So that's why you have to use the momentum from here to get the speed up in your legs so that you have time to really kind of let the ball just kind of turn your hand. Did we have a good workout, Tabby? How'd you do over there? Oh, I hate to ask. Okay, what'd you think of that one? Here we go. Go ahead, give it to me. Go ahead, give it to me. Okay. I'd say if you told me there's something wrong with that, I would climb down your throat and just rip out your lungs. That is right there how you should be throwing the ball, anyways. Okay? That's how you should be throwing the ball. Okay? Okay? Do that again. See, trust me. See, I've seen all the videos. Okay, nobody else is. I mean, the reason I'm not better than everybody else, I do my homework. Okay, I actually watch hours and hours of video of each and every person I work with, so I can tell you exactly, how much you've actually progressed, and it's a lot more than you think it is. I mean, your swing is straight. You don't muscle it as much. You still have some habits, but the thing of it is, you're going in the right direction. And you can't concentrate on the negative because that's going to hold you back. Okay, may work with some people, doesn't work with everybody. Didn't work with me. Okay, so go ahead and keep going, doing what you're doing. I actually kind of like that. You got out to the dry a little quick, but see how it got out early? If you actually kept it in longer and then get out there, that probably would have been flush. You probably felt like, oh, I threw it too slow. No, you didn't throw it slow. You looped it instead of going straight to your target. Okay, keep going. Heck yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm sure I could do some damage to myself.
We made Brian on Bourbon Street.
Oh yeah.
We may lose Brian on Bourbon Street.
I'm,
That was weird. We'd be like,
hey Dave, that girl stole my beads. She took my beads.
I remember we had Brian with us here, but
That was a great shot, by the way. That was a good shot. Okay, do it again.
last time I saw him, he was smiling.
So, remember what we said. You don't work on your release. I don't care what anybody tells you. Leave your release alone. So, leave your release. Okay.
Maybe we should bring out the book because Mark Baker, who coaches all these professionals.
It doesn't matter how you throw the ball if you don't get to the line consistently. You got to get to the line consistently. If you work on just that, your average will go up. I guarantee it. No doubt. Keep going. That's a sports shot, by the way. here.
See.
Good job.
X.
Sunday, huh? Now, how early are we talking Sunday? How early Sunday? Hey,
I don't know. We gotta go to Glenbrook.
I don't know. I better be getting some breakfast. Yeah. Don't look at the results. Look at how everything is happening. Right? Night. Oh,
Takes an hour and a half from here.
okay.
We gotta be there. I think we gotta be there at 8:45.
Okay.
Did you find out about the center?
Yeah. No, yeah. I will call them tomorrow when they open, and then I'll message you. Yeah. Okay. Keep going. Couple more. You got another ball?
Another ball?
Yeah. You got another ball?
Got with me.
Not with you. Okay. Throw that one.
I would have my side mix that screwed up its travel.
Okay. I want you to go ahead and move everything in two. What happened? Good ball. It's a good ball. Were you satisfied with that? Obviously, you wanted to strike, but see, the only thing you can do is get the ball off your hand smooth. Then you got to leave it up to the bowling gods. I mean, obviously, if you really break it down, that ball just didn't read quick enough. But that's like a matter of like inches, or feet. It's a couple feet here and there, but you're still there, right? If you leave like 5 or 6 of them, then you got to make an adjustment. But if you just get off your hand a little cleaner and throw it the same spot, the ball's going to read a little bit quicker. It's going to accelerate. You're going to carry. Okay. It's okay. It's got to get that slide leg out in front of you. But you still came out of it pretty good. You're releasing it when you're supposed to. Right there at the bottom of the swing. And that's where that's what's unique about your release. If you look right there at the bottom of the swing, it's like this. Okay? It's like,
Your wife needs your help.
okay,
She got a pee.
okay. So go ahead and throw some more. Just keep on doing that. I'll be right back. So, you do what?
Cleaned up and changed my.
Okay. Does. Just stick with it. I promise you. Because honestly, like Tabby, Ziggy, Slammer, Dusty, they all went through the same thing. There's a little bit of indecision, there's a little bit of the confidence thing, but the thing of it is, if you just work the system, I promise you will see results. Everybody else does the old system where they start working on their release and then they work their way this way. We work on the approach and then we work that way. Your release is good. You just got to stop messing with it. Seriously. Listen to one person. I'm not saying be rude to everybody else, but let it come in one ear and out the other. If you have a question, then we'll sit down and talk about it. But that should not become your new main focus. Because you make a lot of progress when you're here, but then you go with somebody else kind of moves some things around. They actually destroy some of the things that you're working on. I don't know why everybody wants you to ruin that release. I mean, it's fine. It's actually pretty good. I mean, I could sit there and show you with, lines and everything why it's so good, but just trust me, it's good. Okay? Yeah.
I want to say hi and bye in the same breath.
Okay.
It's good to see you. Great to see Leslie.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. She said she wanted to come out.
I'm glad.